Got it, партнер в ковбойской шляпе. Here is part 5 of your cinematic Wild West saga. Lonely Cowboys Shack Hit a Secret River, and Three Mysterious Sisters. Part 5 700 words, atmospheric, emotional, and mysterious. The sun rose slow over the new river, painting the valley in molten gold. Steam curled from the surface as if the earth was breathing after a long, deep sleep. Ellie Carson stood on the bank, hat in hand, still sucked from the nightsphere. He had watched the sisters vanish with the storm, but their presence lingered, woven into the mist, humming in the air, pulsing in the rhythm of the water. He knelt down, dipped his hands into the stream, and felt warmed. Not from sunlight, something deeper. The kind of warmth that felt alive. He cupped it in his palms and whispered, "You ain't just water, are you?" The current shimmered in ripples, small ripples circling his reflection. For a moment, he saw his faces, three of them, smiling softly before vanishing beneath the surface. He didn't flinch this time. He simply nodded, as if to say I understand. Days passed. Ellie repaired his fences, patched the shack roof, and kept the fire burning through cool nights. Yet the land seemed to be repairing each faster than he were cold. Flowers pushed through the cracked soil. Grasses rose thick where dust had rolled. Even the cattle returned from the canyons, drawn to the scent of new life. Every dawn, the river glowed faintly, just before sunrise, as if greeting him. He began to talk to it like an old friend. "You keeping watch out there?" He'd mutter, setting his coffee mug on a rock. "Guess we both got work to do." But the peace didn't last long. On the third night, a strange knocking woke him. Not on the door, beneath the floorboards. 3 soft knocks. He froze, listening. Then 3 more. He lit the lantern and pulled open the trapdoor. The glow was back, stronger this time. The river below pulsed with color like veins of light beneath the earth. And rising from it, fog. Thick and cold. From the mist, voices whispered his name. "Ellie." He swallowed hard. "What do you want from em?" The answer came in the eldest's voice, low and sorrowful. "You must guard what you awakened." "Ours will come, ours," he whispered. "Men who smell gold in the water," said the middle sister. "Men who would drain her to nothing again." Ellie's chest tightened. "You mean the townsfolk. They won't come this far." "They will," the youngest said, her tone softer, trembling. "And when they do, they'll try to claim her." He leaned closer to the light. "Then tell them what I'm supposed to do." But the glow began to fade. Their voices grew distant. Only a final whisper lingered, "Remember who you serve." The trapdoor shut itself with a dull thud, and the shack went silent. Ellie lay awake until dawn. When the first light hit the window, he saddled his horse and rode into town. Dust still clung to the main street, to the river's rebirth had sent a strange tremor ahead of him. Focus turned to watch as he rode in, the quiet rancher who never spoke much, suddenly alive with purpose. He tied his horse near the saloon and pushed through the doors. Conversation died instantly. A grizzled old man at the bar squinted. "Heard there is water flowing out near your land, Carson." "Trot to that," Ellis just said. "There is trot, but it ain't yours to touch." Later rippled through the room. "Ain't ours to touch," someone mocked. "Water don't belong to ghosts and ranchers, it belongs to the man who claims it." Ellis stared him down. "Then you best not claim what ain't meant for you." He left before anyone could stop him, dust kicking up behind his boots. He knew what was coming, greed, shovels, and the sound of men digging where they didn't belong. By sunset, he was back at his shack. The wind had shifted, colder now. The river whispered, "Unity." Ellie loaded his rifle, checked his lanterns, and stood watch on the porch. Night fell. Stars scattered across the sky like silver dust. For Horace, nothing moved but the current. Then, just before midnight, he said, faint glimmers on the ridge. Torches, moving closer. Ellie's grip tightened on the rifle. His heart thudded like distant thunder. The sisters had been right. He whispered into the dark, to the glowing water behind him, "Don't worry, old girl. I'm here." The river shimmered faintly, light curling around his boots, as if to say it remembered him too. Then, from the distance, comes the sound of men shouting, and the first strike of a shovel biting into the earth. Would you like to continue with part 6 now, where the strangers reach the river, and really learns just how far the land will go to defend itself? The sun rose slow over the new river, painting the valley in molten gold. Steam curled from the surface as if the earth was breathing after a long, deep sleep. Ellie Carson stood on the bank, hat in hand, still sucked from the night atmosphere. He had watched the sisters vanish with the storm, but their presence lingered, woven into the mist, humming in the air, pulsing in the rhythm of the water. He knelt down, dipped his hands into the stream, and felt warmed. Not from sunlight, something deeper. The kind of warmth that felt alive. He cupped it in his palms and whispered, "You ain't just water, are you?" The current shimmered in reply, small ripples circling his reflection. For a moment, he saw his faces, 3 of them, smiling softly before vanishing beneath the surface. He didn't flinch this time. He simply nodded, as if to say I understand. Days passed. Ellie repaired his fences, patched the shack roof, and kept the fire burning through cool nights. Yet the land seemed to be repairing itself faster than he were cold. Flowers pushed through the cracked soil. Grasses rose thick where dust had rolled. Even the cattle returned from the canyons, drawn.